Community work you've always done.
Yeah.
Been involved not just in the donation of monies, but also in your personal time. Just talk about that and why that mattered to you.
It fell in place. You know, I think what I've done on the field, what I've been able to accomplish on the field, has enabled me to, you know, integrate myself in this community. Now, if my first couple of years I was up and down and wasn't as good as a player that I've become, then who knows what that could have made or been. But once the success came on the field, communities reached out, community leaders reached out to me, and it was like a no-brainer to integrate myself, especially with the Boys and Girls Club to start. And then obviously my wife and her connections here in the city, everything branched out and got bigger and bigger and bigger. That's why Living Classrooms has got involved. Stocks for the Future. See, there you go. That's why. That's what I'm not good. Thank you.
Stocks. The mic there.
Stocks for the Future. That's, you know, and just different programs that I personally would have never thought about, but I've seen my better half is thinking about that, because education on her side is the most important thing, and we're trying to integrate that into my family also, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody making it in sports. People want to talk about the major leagues and, you know, how great it is, but the sheer numbers will tell you, ain't nobody making it in sports. Education is the key and the backbone for every community.
Adam, you could have just given the money.
Yeah.
You didn't. Why was it important for you to be out there yourself?
Well, I want to learn myself, you know, and for me just to give money is what a lot of people do, and like I said, giving the money is generous also. And you know, we work with BAT, and giving the money is great. But what do? We integrate ourselves, and we get to know the person, know what we're giving. And when you what's it called? Invest in the person also, then they get to understand, like, okay, somebody really has my back, opposed to someone's throwing me a Band-Aid. And that's why with the Boys and Girls Club, each one that we renovated, we made sure that the kids painted the buildings. And I talked to the fire chief coming down here today, and he was saying, I'm glad that you did that, because these kids will appreciate it more. And we all know we don't mess up our room, we mess up our friends' rooms.
Yeah.
So it was important for me to invest in the people also, not just give the money, because anybody can just get money. But investing in a human being is a little bit different.
The kids learn, obviously, from you a lot of things by example and by what you say. Mm-hmm. What do you learn from the kids?
It takes me back to me being them. So, you know, I mean, I'm just like, when I see them, when I see all the ages of groups that I get to work with, it's just an excitement of, you know, that was me, not knowing everything that's going on at home, but they're in the technology world where, yeah, they probably know. You know, all the information is completely different than I had, we had, and definitely you.
What you learned from the kids?
Oh, yeah, I mean, just like I said, patience, you know, and just simple, just compassion, empathy, understand where they're coming from, because I put myself in those kids' positions because I was a kid like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And those kids, all they need is opportunity. Like I said, what they do with the opportunity is up to them. But to be able to give these kids an opportunity, that's what it's about.
Audie's been deeply involved. Your wife.
A lot smarter than me.
Just to talk about her for a minute.
A lot smarter than me. A lot smarter than me. I wish she was here, but she's on her way.
We'll talk to her.
Yeah, way smarter than me. But she understands the power of education. You know, she corrects me on everything that I say.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, you know what I mean? She sits there and just nitpick at me, gets on me. God, but it's beautiful. But I mean, just her background, her family's background, obviously in Baltimore, what they represented in Baltimore and in New York. They've just been a very good crutch to lean on here, very supportive family, and they push education no matter what, you know, and they understood, obviously, with her father playing NFL, education, her brother played college football, education has always been their backbone, and it all starts with the grandma who's still kicking, 93 years old, Carolyn, so. Yeah. Their family has their matriarch still alive and around, and their family values are very strong, and education is at the top of it.
All right. Adam, great work with the community, seriously. I mean, it's really been a pleasure to watch you grow into this and to see it happen. Just a final question. The fans have really made this your weekend, and I do mean the fans. They did this on their own, starting here with the first game, coming back home. How do you feel?
I mean, I feel great physically, you know. Is that how you ask?
No.
I know. I think it's cool that they appreciate what I've done. Like I said, I just come out here, I just show up to work every day. I get a cool job. My office is great. It was center field. As I look at this picture, now it's moved. I went to left a little bit. So now I'm just an outfielder. I used to be just a center fielder.
OF.
Now I'm I'll just put OF behind my name. And, you know, I just appreciate it coming to work every day. Yeah, and that's it. I just think that between the lines, I've been blessed with health. I think that's the sixth tool. And I just appreciate people that support and appreciate me coming out here, playing hard, living out my dream. And like I said, there's still plenty of gas left in the tank, so
who knows?
Who knows? Somebody can use these legs.
Thank you, Adam.
No problem.